Why praise makes you uncomfortable. Someone compliments your work. They say you did a great job, and instead of feeling proud, you feel slightly tense. You smile. You say thank you, but inside you feel something unusual, almost like the praise doesn't belong to you, like they are seeing someone you are not. And a quiet thought appears. If they really knew me, they wouldn't say this. So why does appreciation sometimes feel like pressure instead of warmth? You replay the compliment in your mind later. Maybe they were just being polite. Maybe they didn't notice the mistakes. Maybe they expect more from you now. Praise slowly turns into responsibility. Now you feel like you must live up to it. And that changes how you behave. You hesitate before taking new tasks. You downplay your achievements. You avoid attention because attention feels risky. Psychology calls this self-concept conflict. When how others see you doesn't match how you see yourself, your brain feels tension. And the safest way to reduce that tension is to reject the praise. This discomfort is not weakness, it is protection. Your brain is trying to maintain your identity. It prefers a familiar self-image, even if that image is slightly negative, because predictable identity feels safer than uncertain expectations. It is an adaptation built to protect emotional safety. The brain works like a consistency machine. It tries to keep your internal story and external feedback aligned. Here's the mental model. Identity equals filter. Praise enters, the filter checks. Does this match who I believe I am? If yes, acceptance. If no, discomfort. The brain would rather confirm its existing identity than accept new information, even positive information, because changing identity requires mental effort and emotional risk. So instead of updating the self-image, the brain quietly rejects the praise. Some of the technique we can use to deal with this issue. 1. Pause instead of deflecting. What to do? Just say thank you and stop there. Why it works? Pausing prevents automatic identity defense and gives the brain time to process new information. Example, instead of saying, "It was nothing," you simply nod and accept. 2. Treat praise as data, not judgment. What to do? See compliments as information, not evaluation. Why it works? The brain handles data better than emotional judgments, reducing identity threat. Example, "They liked my presentation" becomes feedback, not pressure. 3. Separate performance from identity. What to do? Remind yourself good work does not define your worth. Why it works? This reduces cognitive dissonance between self-image and success. Example, "You did well today, not forever." 4. Allow identity to update slowly. What to do? Let praise update your self-image in small steps. Why it works? Gradual identity change feels safer to the brain. Example, "I did one good project" becomes "maybe I am improving." So the next time someone appreciates you, notice the discomfort, not as a problem, but as a signal that your mind is protecting something familiar, and gently let the compliment stay, without pushing it away. As famous saying goes, we become what we believe we are allowed to accept about ourselves. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing and sharing this with someone who quietly struggles with accepting appreciation.